Alright, what's up? I will be doing my reaction video on the Season 3 Bad Batch trailer that just came out like 2 weeks ago, and then the show is coming out in 2 weeks, but we did get the trailer 2 weeks ago, which is ridiculous. But yeah, this is a Star Wars show. It's an animated show. It's about in like the clones for like from Star Wars, like the prequels and all of that. There's genetically altered ones, so like they have special abilities. Like one, his name's Hunter, he can like track things really well. Then there's a sniper, his name's Crosshair. There's the muscle, which is Wrecker. And then there's Tech, which is obviously he's just good at like technology, hacking, things like that. And there was also addition of there was like a paraplegic one. He has like a droid arm. His name is Echo. And then there was a so all the clones are boys, but there's this one like girl, like out of all of 10 billion of them that like got like accidentally produced or whatever. So she's been like hushed away, kept in secret and hiding, but like the last 2 seasons now she kind of like has broken out. And this is also right after like Anakin turned to the dark side. All the clones, like their inhibitor chips like flipped and they're like bad now, but they're not like actually bad. They're just like their like motor functions just got like overtaken. But yeah, this show takes place, like I said, like right after episode 3. But the characters of this kind of stem from the TV show, which happens in between episodes 2 and 3. So it was also another animated TV show just about the Clone War and everything. So some of the characters did kind of cross over into now. So like to set the scene of like where we are now is like the Empire is like hunting the rest of the old Republic. So the clones, the Jedi, everybody that's associated with that, they're like getting hunted. And the last 2 seasons have just been kind of them on the run. There was a brother that like his name's Crosshair, the sniper. He like joined the Empire and was like, "You guys are bad." Like his inhibitor chip like worked, but the rest of theirs didn't because they're genetically altered. So he was like, "You guys are crazy. I'm going with them." And so then he's just kind of getting, while he's in the Empire, he's getting like phased out because they're like introducing stormtroopers and not like clone troopers because they want more like free thinking people instead of just like direct order base. But like the clones are free thinking too. It's a whole thing. Um, but so he's in the Empire's hands, but he's getting like really depressed and like torn down, and all of his friends are dying and everything, and he has nobody, and he's trying to escape. He had a whole like treason arc like last season, so he's getting held on this like mountain in this jail. So he's there, and then at the end of last season, the girl that's also like running away with them, she got taken. So they're both getting held on the same like jail pretty much, but they don't know they're both there together. And so this season that's coming out is first of all the final season, so we don't even have to hit me up about that. And then but they're trying to go like obviously break them out, get their brother back, get Omega back, and free other clones that are kind of like entrapped there because they're trying to use like the cloning technology for like Darth Sidious, so he can, because then in in the sequels that like just came out like with Rey and like Finn and all that, and Kylo Ren, like the Emperor like comes back and nobody knows how, and like there's this whole like cloning like undertone. So this is supposed to like kind of tell the story of like how they got that technology for the Emperor so that he could come back. And they also kind of did this in the last season of The Mandalorian because Moff Gideon died on a transport cruiser, but then there's all these clones getting made and everything. So they're kind of like we're in a cloning sort of era right now with like things that are coming out in Star Wars. So this is that trailer. I have already seen it, and I kind of just was like I was just like really numb to it because I was like, yeah, this is awesome, but I just like can't think about it right now because if I think about it, it'll just like consume everything about me. So we'll just play it and I will just talk about it. Okay, so immediately right away, the ship that these people are on, like the little like car thing, that is really important to me because it was one of my like back in the day, like 2007, that was like one of the first Lego sets I got. Was like this big. It's called a clone turbo tank, but I got that as a kid, and that just brought back a lot for me. So if they release like merch again, like even like remaking the Lego set with this, I will be like ecstatic. So that already means a lot to me. And then we see those clone gunships kind of targeting these people. Like I said, that they're just trying to like take them down.
Surface up top. We're running out of road!
Not exactly a stealth exit, boys.
Okay, so then remember how I said that the one brother died? So that girl that was just shown was was his girlfriend. So that also, don't hit me up about that. So now she's working with them.
Let's move! I thought at the end of the war...
Okay, so that guy that was just shown right there was, let me go back to it. This guy he's called Captain Rex, and he was Anakin's like clone commander. He plays a big part throughout the entirety of Star Wars, even prequels up to the sequels. Like he was just in the Ahsoka show, which was the first time we ever got to see him in live action. Yeah, I can't think about that right now either because that's all I'll think about for the rest of the week.
But at the end of the war would mean an end to losing more of our brothers. I was wrong.
So, yeah, that was the brother that died. He died fighting they were on this like railway here, and then he fell to his death off the railway to save the rest of his family. So I was crying about that. Yeah, and they love to release the episodes at 3 in the morning our time, but like midnight Los Angeles. So I was up at like the ripe time of 3:45 because this was the end of the episode. Sobbing my eyes out on a Wednesday morning. So that was really cool. Middle of the week, school week. So I remember I had to take so I had to take Wednesday and Thursday off from school because I was like actually like it was like an actual like loss of a family member. It was pretty bad. So in conclusion, I have pretty bad parasocial relationships, especially with Star Wars, but this death hit real bad.
I was wrong. We can't just walk away. Not with the Empire imprisoning the kid.
So we see here, this is Crosshair, the one that kind of took the side of the Empire and left his brothers behind, obviously looking very depressed. He's been in containment for a while because he shot his commanding officer because that commanding officer shot and killed one of his other clone friends, and then another clone that was his friend is missing. So he's pretty distraught about that. And then the girl we just saw, that was Omega. That's the girl clone that is has also been taken.
Secure her in a cell. Omega's been waiting for us a long time. Our mission.
So they just said that she's been waiting for us a long time, and I'm really hoping that there's not. This is what I'm envisioning is happening for this season is that, they're gonna do, if we remember in Endgame, like Avengers Endgame, that like the initial group of heroes like flew to whatever planet Thanos was on and killed him, and then he's like, yeah, I can't do anything. I can't get your friends back. Like I don't know what to tell you, because he used the stones to destroy the stones, and so they just like killed him, and then they like had to revamp their whole like way of how they're gonna go about this. So what I'm thinking is that they're gonna have an initial attack, fail. Hopefully nobody dies, but I will be expecting it. But then they'll come back at a later date, and that's just what I'm predicting.
It's not over yet.
There is nothing of greater importance to secure.
So obviously here's the Emperor. He has a big undertone of this season. They've been hyping him up for a while. He's working with the people that made the clones in the first place, like the Kaminoans, because they did destroy um, Camino, which is the city, or Tapaka City, which is the city that's on the planet Camino, which is the water planet from episode 2 that like Obi-Wan comes to and like fights Jango Fett. So they destroy that city, so there's no home for the clones, first of all, anymore. So whoever's left is just getting phased out and killed and just researched on. So they're holding everybody hostage here.
You are the future of this empire.
So this character right here is rumored to be that the brother Tech that died last season by falling off the cliff, because we have not seen this character before. He has the same like look. He did have like an antenna on his helmet. You can see here, especially in the clip from before, there's like a backpack that he like specifically wears. He's wearing it here. He's the same stance, the same build. And this planet, you can't tell in this frame right here, but this planet is the planet that him and his girlfriend like not lived at, but like where the girlfriend is from, and like the brothers like visited that planet and that city, and they were like gonna stay there for a while, but then it got attacked. And so now they're like back on this planet, which is making me feel sick and ill. And because I'm now he's gonna like kill them all. Like I can't even think about it. I can't think about it because that's literally one of my favorite characters ever. And the fact that he's bad now, if this is even him, makes me, I don't even have words. I don't have age-appropriate words.
Whatever is needed to accomplish this goal, you will have it.
They are coming.
Yeah, so the two characters you just saw right there, not this one, but this is Fennec Shand. She was originally introduced in The Mandalorian. She's a bounty hunter. And this character right here is this Cad Bane, prominent character from the Clone Wars, who was also brought into the live-action series recently. But just the fact that they're teaming up, because they fought all these people in the past seasons too, but they're like teaming up now to like take down the Empire is, again, I have no words. It's everything I ever wanted, and I could cry.
For all of you.
Yeah, so those pictures, this montage of clones, those are all prominent clones from the Clone Wars. We got like Jesse, Wolf, like actually don't speak to me about bringing those people back because ridiculous. We also see Omega right here flying a ship, which means she escapes something, finally, please. Yeah.
Give us a real challenge. Everyone down! We're not big on following orders.
I wasn't planning on killing you, but you're making it very tempting.
Okay, so this character right here, this is also another one that means the world to me, because this character, she's Asajj Ventress, which she's from the Clone Wars show, and she was Count Dooku's apprentice. So she's the apprentice of Darth Sidious, because it goes Sidious, Dooku, and then like her, and then like her and like General Grievous kind of had like the same like playing field. They're just kind of like assassins technically, not what did I just say? Assistants, Padawans, whatever. Because there can only be two like Sith Lords at a time, because if not, then there'll be an imbalance of power. But she has a great arc throughout the entirety of the Clone Wars show. But then the Clone Wars got canceled and like stopped, and so they had to like go different storylines because Disney picked it up like 10 years later, whole thing. But her character never got finished. We never got an ending with her. But there was a book that got released, and it was her. She's originally a bad guy, like had a red lightsaber, dual ones, this whole thing. But now she's sporting a yellow one here, loving that. But there was a whole book that got released with her, and there was another Jedi that was sent to spy on her. This was right at the end, like end times of the Jedi. But he was sent to spy on her. Just long story short, they fell in love. She kind of like had this whole epiphany, turned good, and now she died in the book, but she's a Night Sister, which is like a sisterhood of witches, so she can technically get taken like back to life, but that wasn't happening in the book, and apparently the book is still canon. So that's what I'm assuming happened, because there's kind of no other way. But just having her back here, or even if this is a flashback, I don't care. Even having this back is monumentous, because would never have even thought of having to see her again. And the way she's sporting, this is her outfit from the book as well. Like, we see her on that cover art. It's everything. The haircut, everything, everything, everything. Yeah, so that's the rest of the trailer. Pretty insane things. I know I'm not like screaming whatever the fuck, but like, just know inside that I am. I've gone through like every theory ever, like online. Like, I know the most about everything in this fucking trailer. But yeah, that's the trailer. That's it.